we have about anywhere from 250 to 300 plants. It can vary, depending on the season. And within that, about 130 species. It's a very diverse little place. It's small, but we pack a lot in there. I've kind of divided things into different regions, little mini ecosystems. So they're kind of all clumped with their friends. And it's just a beautiful place. You walk in and you just like immediately smell the fresh air, and yeah, it's really nice.
And you even have had some fruits come from these plants, correct?
Yeah. We've had limes. We have a banana tree. It still hasn't flowered. The most exciting fruits, I think, have been the Monstera produced a fruit, which I had never seen before. So I got to taste that.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even know Monstera produced a fruit. So that's pretty cool.
They do. It has to be really mature to produce a fruit. And most of the ones that people have in their homes, like they just don't have the resources in a house to actually be able to produce a fruit like that.
So as I mentioned, us being home with the pandemic, can you talk to me about some of the therapeutic value that being inside the greenhouse offered you, especially during the times that we're going through?
It was really nice to be able to go in and take care of the plants during that time. And it was very eerie because the whole school was empty and all the posters were still up from like the week before everything went remote. And, I would just go in and take care of the plants. And it felt like a really powerful way to stay connected. During that time, I started an Instagram account for the greenhouse so that I could share with the campus community the different things that were happening in the greenhouse, things that were flowering, or little updates on the plants. And it was just a really nice way to kind of bring people into that experience.
And now that we are deep in the winter months, it's cold, it's dreary outside. Do you have any tips for us about houseplants and what should we be looking out for? What are the perfect plants to have during this time of year?
The perfect plants to have, it depends on your house and your situation, but a few winter tips. Please move your plants away from the heaters. Oftentimes you'll have like a baseboard heater or something like right below a window. But you really want to make sure your plants are not right next to that heater because it's going to dry out the plant. And also, I don't fertilize in the winter. Even if it still looks good and feels like it's growing, like the plants behind me look good, right? But most plants are a little bit dormant in the winter months because they're not getting that same amount of like light and warmth that they would need. So yeah, they don't need fertilizer in the winter.
Where did your passion come for caring for plants? How did you even end up in the role as caretaker of the HCC greenhouse?
Honestly, I don't know where it comes from. I just love plants. But my first semester, I would walk past the greenhouse on my way to class, and I would look in the window, and I just felt like I wanted to be in there, And so I reached out to one of the biology professors, and I asked her if there were any opportunities to get involved. And yeah, the rest is history.